નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. સ્ટેન્ડર્ડ 8th, સબ્જેક્ટ સાયન્સ, ચેપ્ટર 3rd, synthetic fibers and plastics. Dear students, today we will discuss nylon, Nylon, nylon. What is nylon here? Nylon is another man-made fiber. Another man-made fiber. You know that what is fiber? Straight, elongated fiber, straight elongated piece of material. That is we are calling fiber. In 1931, it was made without using any natural raw materials. Okay, in 19 series, students remember the year 1931. It was made without using any natural raw material. Raw means basic material like from the plant or animal. See, earlier you have seen the rayon. It was made from the natural material cellulose by the action of chemical, by using the chemical also, or by mixing the chemicals. But nylon is without using any natural raw material. It was prepared from coal, water, and air. See, nylon, it was prepared from coal, water, and air. It was the first fully synthetic fiber. So sometimes asking the question, which was or what was the first fully synthetic fiber? So then you are saying nylon. And what are the characteristics or the properties of the nylon? It was strong, elastic. Elastic means stretchable and light in weight, lustrous, Lustrous, little bit shining, and easy to wash. So these are the characteristics of the nylon. Okay, strong, elastic, light, lustrous, and easy to wash. So it became very popular for making the clothes. Clear now? We use many articles made from nylon, such as socks, ropes, tents, toothbrushes, car seats belts, sleeping bags, curtains. So this curtains. So for all this, it was made from nylon. See, here they have shown us. See, socks, curtain, okay. Then ropes, toothbrushes, then various articles. These are all made from nylon. And this is what one? Carpets. Okay, like this shown here. And here one more question is asked there. This nylon is used for, say, look here now. This nylon is also used for making parachutes. Making parachutes, CHUTS. Because it is so strong, ropes, and also used for ropes for rock climbing. A nylon thread is usually stronger than the steel wire. See, look here now. These parachutes they have shown here. See, the thread, rock climbing. Okay. Then here one activity is there. What is the activity says? Take an iron stand with a clamp. Take a cotton thread of about 60 centimeter length. Tie it to the clamp so that it hangs freely from it. So what you are doing, take an iron stand with the clamp, take a cotton thread 60 centimeter, tie it to the clamp so that it hangs freely from the shown in the figures. Okay, so like this arrangement you have to do. See, look here now. An iron stand with a thread hanging from the clamp. Then as much as, see, look here now, this activity says, then what you have to do, go for a pan so that it can be placed. See, this pan you have to add. You have to add as much as possible. So weight here. See, look the weight. And you have to go for a pan so that its weights can be placed in it. Add weights one by one till the thread breaks. Note down that the total weight required to break the thread. This weight indicates the strength of the fire. So what you are observing? Repeat the same activity with threads of wool, polyester, silk, nylon and record your answers. See, dear students, what will happen? The weight required to break the threads made of the cotton, wool, silk, nylon fibers varied with the thickness of the fibers also, varied with the thickness of the threads. However, for the threads having the same thickness and the length, nylon required the highest weight and the number of marbles to break it. Clear? So from this observation you will have found that conclusion what? Nylon thread requires the weight to break. Why? Because nylon fibers are stronger than the woolen, silk and cotton fibers. So clear now? Now we will see the another synthetic fibers, polyester and acrylic. Polyester and acrylic. So this one. What is polyester? Polyester. Polyester means what? It is also another synthetic fiber. Fabric, cloths made from this fiber, fabrics or garments or cloths, fabric, made from this fiber does not get wrinkled easily. See, wrinkled, wrinkled. Means lining or seizing, you are saying, no? So like this, or folding, so like this folding will not be there. It remains crisp, firmness and is easy to wash. So that is why this polyester is, so it is quite suitable for making the dress material. Due to the crisp and wrinkle, not wrinkled. So this is quite suitable for making the dress materials. You must have seen people wearing nice polyester shirts and other dresses. Okay. Terylene is a popular polyester. Which one? Terylene. Terylene. It can be drawn into very fine fibers that can be woven like any other yarn. Yarn means a strand, STRAND, strand. So it can be waved like any other yarn. Okay, so that is why terylene is a popular polyester. So now, did you observe, see, this one. My mother always buys PET bottles, PET jars for storing rice and sugar. I wonder what PET is. So what is the full form of PET? Polyethylene terephthalate. Polyethylene, POLYETHYLENE, polyethylene terephthalate, 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 polyethylene terephthalate. This is a very familiar form of polyester. What is polyester? PET means a form of polyester. Okay. It is used for making bottles, utensils, films, wires and many other useful products. So clear? So look around and make a list of things made of polyester. The polyester, see, look here now, polyester is actually made of the repeating units. Poly means many, ester, units. Actually made of the repeating units of the chemical called an ester. A unit-wise ester means unit, the chemical units. Esters are the chemicals which give fruits their smell. So smell is a little bit bad, fruity smells. Okay, fabrics are sold by the names like polycot, polywool, terrycot. You know that sometimes you are saying I am wearing the terrycot dresses. Okay, these are all synthetic fibers. As the name suggests, these are made by the mixing of two types of fibers. So these fabrics are made of two types of fibers. Polycot is a mixture of polyester and cotton. See, sometimes objective question. What is the, which one? Polyester, polycot is the mixture of polyester and cotton. Polywool is the mixture of polyester and wool. So remember both this. Polywool is the mixture of polyester and wool. Okay, so this is about the, what you are saying, the, which one, what heading you have done. This heading is, what heading you have done? Polyester. Now we'll see acrylic. What is acrylic? ACRYLIC. This is what? This is also a synthetic fiber. But here we wear sweaters and use shawls, blankets in the winter. Shawls and blankets, you are knowing that. Many of these are actually made from the natural wool. So many of these are actually not made from the natural wool. But we are thinking that natural wool, but it is not actually not made from the natural wool. Though they appear or resemble similar of wool, though they appear to resemble the wool, similarity is like a wool only. These are prepared from another types of synthetic fiber that is called acrylics. So this is nothing but ACRYLIC, acrylic. The wool obtained from the natural source is quite expensive. See, the wool is from the natural source is quite expensive from the animals, what you are getting, quite expensive. Whereas cloths made from the acrylic are relatively cheaper, so less in the price. They are available in variety of colors also. Okay, so that is why people are liking to wear these colors. Synthetic fibers are more durable. Durable means lasting. Like it comes more days. So durable, lasting more, and affordable, less in the price. So people can buy this, which makes them more popular than the natural fibers. So you have performed an activity of, say, burning natural and synthetic fibers. See, burning natural and synthetic fibers. This was learned in the previous classes. So what will be there? These burning fibers and synthetic fibers, did you observe when you burn synthetic fibers? See, when you are burning the synthetic fibers, you find that their behavior is different from that of the natural fibers. This is quite different from the natural fibers. You must have noticed that synthetic fibers melt on heating. So it melts, MELT. Okay, it melts on how the candle is melting on this way. This is actually a disadvantage of the synthetic fibers. See, disadvantage, disadvantage of the synthetic fibers. If the cloths catch fire, it can be disastrous, 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 great loss or great dangerous. Okay, so the fabric melts and sticks to the body of the person wearing it. So what will happen? This fabric cloth melts and sticks to the body of the person wearing it. So we should therefore not wear synthetic clothes while working in the kitchen or in the laboratory. Okay, so this you have to remember. So while working in the kitchen or laboratory, we should not wear the synthetic fibers. Oh, now I understood why mother never wears polyester cloths while working in the kitchen. Okay, clear students, remember this also. So now one more remembering point is all the synthetic fibers are prepared by the number of processes. See, all the synthetic fibers are preparing by the number of processes using the raw materials of petroleum origin. Petroleum origin, that's why they are called as petrochemicals. PETROCHEMICLs, petrochemicals. Okay, all the, what are petrochemicals? The synthetic fibers which is prepared from using the raw materials of petroleum origin. Raw means the basic materials of petroleum origin are called as petrochemicals. Okay, clear students? So I understood this all. Okay, now we'll meet in the next video Okay, till that, bye bye.